Hello, it's Fabio with Patriots On The Fly. Today I'll show you to tie the March Brown dry fly. I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, we're gonna tie a March Brown dry fly. I already put hook on my vise. It's a Daiichi 1180 size 12. This is a dry fly hook. It's a 1x long dry fly hook. I'm going to use some brown 3/0 thread. I'm gonna lay a bezel thread about 1/3 down the hook shank. Like so. I'm going to cut the excess of the thread off. Now I'm gonna get a Mallard barred flankwood duck feather, and we're gonna use this feather for the wing of this fly. Let me find one that is suitable. Already I found one. I'm gonna start peeling some of the fluff off. And some of the fibers at the base of this feather. I'm gonna grab it by the tip. I'm gonna pull back some of these fibers. I'm gonna cut that tip off. We're not gonna need that. Like so. I'm gonna fold and push all those fibers forward. As you can see, I am going to lay this upside down with the curvature of the feather looking up. I'm gonna fold those tips best I can here. And then I'm gonna tie these again about 1/3 of the hook shank. I'm gonna lift these up. I wanna make sure that these are about the length of the hook shank. I'm going to secure these down with a few more thread wraps. I'm gonna cut the back part of this feather, as we don't need that. I'm gonna cut some of these butt ends off. I'm gonna move my thread back towards the eyelet of the hook. I'm gonna go in front of it. You can see how much space I'm leaving here up front. Now I'm going to do my best to separate these fibers in two chunks, if you will, in two parts. And then I'm gonna do a figure 8 over them to separate them. And again create two individual wings. And then I'm going to go in front of it again. So as I build a dam in front of those wings, I'll keep them straight up. I'm going to make a couple more figure 8 wraps to help collect any loose fibers. Okay, so now you can see what I've done there. We have two individual wings, one on each side of the hook. I'm going to bring my thread back and cinch down any of those butt ends. I'm going to get a saddle hackle feather. I'm gonna pull a bunch of these fibers off, and I'm gonna use these fibers to build the tail for this fly. I'm gonna lay these fibers at an angle across the hook shank, and as I apply pressure, those fibers are gonna roll on top of the hook shank, which is the effect that we want. I'm gonna make a turn right under it, so they'll keep those tails up. I can cut the excess of the these butt ends off. gonna cinch them down with a few thread wraps. I'm gonna go back with my thread to about the middle there. I'm going to apply some wax on my thread. I'm going to get some rabbit fur. This is a tan color. And we're going to use this material to build the body of this March brown dry fly. As always, the end result is that we want to have a body that's got a carrot shape profile, narrow by the tail, and growing wider as we get close to the wing. I'm gonna add some more. I'm gonna add, as always, I like to add little by little. It may take a little more time to build the fly, but I think you're gonna like much better the results, the final results, like so. So now you can see that I've left some room between the end of the dabbing and where the tail starts. I'm going to get now two saddle hackle feathers. One is in grizzly color, which is black and white. And I'm going to pull some of the fibers at the base of this feather so I can expose the stem like I've done here. I'm going to do the same thing with the brown hackle, pulling some of the fibers so I expose the stem. Then I'm going to align the two hackles. Make sure that the dull sides of the feathers are facing each other. And I want the grizzly hackle to face me. So now I have the butt ends of the hackles here and the stems. I'm gonna secure those in the back and in the front. Then I'm gonna start palmering the brown hackle right behind the wing, 2 or 3 turns behind the wing, and 2 or 3 turns in front of the wing, like so. I'm gonna lift this up. I'm gonna go over with the thread and lock the brown hackle in place, like so. I can go in with the tips of my scissors and cut the stem of the brown hackle, like so. Then I'm gonna repeat the same step with the grizzly hackle. I'm gonna make a couple of wraps behind the wing, and then a couple of wraps in front of the wing, like so. Again, as I did for the brown hackle, I'm gonna lift it up, go with my thread, go in with my scissors, and cut that hackle off. Now I'm gonna get my bodkin. The bodkin obviously has a needle on one side, but here on the other side, the bodkin has this hole that I'm going to use to help me finish the fly, and I'll make the knot here to unlock the thread in place, and also the bodkin will help push some of those fibers back so I don't trap too many. I'm gonna make 2 or 3 knots here just to be on safe side. Then I'm gonna reach in with my scissors, cut the thread off, and there you have it, the March brown.